What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Pesky Report. This is episode number 199, brought to you by Belly Up Sports Media. My name is Brad Chandler. With me tonight, I am joined with whoever. I'm really distraught right now, but we have Ryan Brady, and we also have Hogdale. Gentlemen, I would ask how we're doing. Brady, I know you're doing a lot better than I thought you would be, but Hogdale, how are you doing, bud?
Well, if I was going to describe how I'm feeling, I'd probably say it's like I woke up and I poured my bowl of Cocoa Puffs, but instead of Cocoa Puffs, there's petrified pieces of shit, and that's the cereal. So that's probably how I'm feeling.
Well, exactly. And I guess it's a good tone to say something about. So to everybody out there, we were chatting beforehand, and before we joined the episode or joined the recording, Hogdale misspelled time and spelled it tome. So that's the joke right now. Brady, how are you doing, boss?
Listen, there's been a lot of crazy shit happening in the baseball world, right? And we're no exception, right? We got some good news, we got a lot of shit of bad news, but we're gonna march on together. We're here to support each other.
So for anybody who's not following like Red Sox news and everything, today is December 8th, 2022, and this morning I woke up and pulled out my phone like I do every morning, and I'm going through it, and I got the Athletic notification. That was the first notification I got, and it said that Xander Bogaerts was in an agreement with the San Diego Padres. Now, in my groggy state of mind, I'm like, what the fuck? So I open it up, I read it, and I'm just gonna be dead honest, like, and not being serious here, but it's literally how I felt. This morning when I woke up and read that, I really wanted to eat a fucking bullet. It's just, it's one thing, like suicide's not a funny thing to talk about and shit, but I was really upset, and I thought it was all a dream. Like I kept, like I was at work looking at my phone. I was like, oh, I'm not at work. I'm sleeping still, like there's no way that Xander actually signed with the San Diego Padres. And then like, as the day went on, it was like, no, this is real. Like this is legit.
You know, it was awful, Brad. I was coming home last night from a late flight and I keep hitting refresh on Twitter.
Kind of like Time Bloom.
Kind of like Time.
Did you have that blank stare in your face?
Oh, yeah. Well, as soon as I saw the contract, I was like, got it. Right. I really did. It was right. But the worst part is I knew you were sleeping. Right. I swear to God, my first thought was, fuck. Then it was, all right, I didn't want to do that. Then it was, what are we going to do next? And then it was you. Like, it was very, it only took about probably a minute and a half to get to Brad. That's real. Right. And I was like, fuck, he's starting his day to this shit. I actually thought about calling you at about 1:45 in the morning to be
I would not have answered.
I was like, hey buddy, hey, listen.
If I answered, if you woke me up at 1:00 in the morning to tell me that Xander signed with the Padres, I'd not only like curse you, I'd be like, I wouldn't go back to sleep. That was literally how I woke up. I wake up at 4:00 every morning on the weekdays, right?
I worried about you.
And it usually takes me about 20 minutes before like I'm like actually like, all right, let's get ready for the day. I probably stayed in bed reading about this situation for like, I should leave my house probably at 4:45 in the morning so that I could be at work at 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was still in bed reading about this at 4:50.
That checks
I
out.
was still on time to work though,
Nice.
but I was jaw just dropped. So I mean, honestly, guys, like, what were your thoughts when you saw that Xander signed with the Padres?
Man, like I found out the inverse of you. I was about to go to sleep and end my day, and I was like, you know what, today's a good day. And then I saw the news, and I'm like, I don't want to wake up in the morning. I'm gonna go to bed, and I don't want to wake up. But yeah, I sat there, and I woke up this morning, and I thought about it. I'm like, 11 years? What the fuck? What kind? What?
And you know, that's not even the part that like got me. It's like, why the Padres? Like, not why did Xander pick the Padres? Because I mean, someone gives me 11 years, $280 million. Yeah, but what the fuck are the Padres doing?
Dude, they are done with Tatis. Like everything that they've said internally and showed with their actions, they're done with him. Like it really does seem like that.
But technically, like, if you look at them right now, how many fucking shortstops do they have?
Too many.
Yeah, I mean,
outside. So I'm tired of this. The whole like, oh, Manny Machado's the third baseman. No, he's the shortstop.
Mm-hmm.
He just went to third base so that Tatis Jr. would stay at shortstop. So you got Machado, you have Tatis as of right now. Now you have Bogarts, and then you have what's his name, Kim.
I think so.
He's also played. He's been playing shortstop.
I believe Cronenworth's a natural shortstop as well, but he plays second for him.
And then now, like, I'm hearing people saying that Bogey's going to be playing second. It's like, no, he's not.
No, he's not. He is absolutely not.
You don't sign a guy for 11 years so that $280 million so that he could just be like, yeah, I'm going to go to second base.
All I'm saying is future Red Sox Fernando Tatis Jr. hits different in my head. Because, listen, the Padres are giving up on him, and I simply don't get it. Is he immature? Undoubtedly, yes. Did he make a really dumb mistake with steroid thing? Yes. Is he a more reckless biker than Chris Sale? Absolutely. But at the same time, he's how old is Fernando Tatis Jr., guys?
13.
He might as well be. He's 23. He's 23 years old. He has so much time to figure things out, put it back together. He's legitimately with top 5 player in the league potential, MVP potential, a shortstop who can hit 40 bombs, and ideally play a really good field. And he's a maniac on the base paths. I'm sorry. It's better money than not that he's going to figure it out and become himself again. It really is.
Brady.
I got to be honest. Mookie is the one that hurt
That
real
broke me.
bad. Like Mookie, no knock on Xander. I'm not even. Mookie's a generational player, right? Like Xander Bogaerts is our guy, but I don't think he's a top 3 player in baseball. Like that's not. If I'm being true here, Mookie is in that realm. That hurts so much that this one just felt like, yeah, but it's hard to see. Yesterday was such a positive day. I woke up and I got a fucking closer, bro. Fucking Heim went out and got me.
We'll talk about that.
But I'm saying it was such a great emotion of a day. But here's the thing. There are 5 stages of grief, Brad. Okay. All right. So the first, you got denial. All right. And yeah, when I first read it, I was like, fucking this bullshit, fake news. Fuck this shit. Right. Then it was anger. Yeah, I stayed there for a little while. I'm not gonna lie. Where I was like, "This cheap motherfuckers, we don't sign anybody. What the fuck are you fucking kidding me?" I was there. I was up till about 4:30. Okay, and I'm now in the third phase. I'm stuck here. I'm in the bargaining phase. That's where I am right now. Where I'm already going. This is where it's gonna be okay. I don't get this, but I get that instead. It's all gonna be okay. So I'm gonna stay stuck in the bargaining phase. Because I don't think I'm ready for depression. Fuck that. It's almost Christmas. I can't be there. And then acceptance. Mookie broke me. I've already accepted it. And truthfully, an 11-year deal, dude, I wouldn't want to buy a car for 11 years. Like, how many things would you really want to commit to for 11 years? For real.
He'll be 41.
That's insanity. That is fucking bananas. If he was 24.
I would like to say one thing, dude. So I don't understand, like, these people, so like, oh, you guys should have matched it, blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. Not in 100 years and not in a million years should they have matched it. My go-to when people say, oh, you should have given him the big contract, Miggy.
Yeah, pretty much.
That has not aged that well. I mean, how old is Cabrera, dude?
108.
All right, and on a serious note, how old is Cabrera?
I'll look it up.
He's got to be like 37, 38 by now.
39.
About 39. There you go.
Okay. So, 39, and he was better than Bogey.
Yeah.
He's
a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Right. So, without a doubt. And that hasn't aged well. So, it's like.
And here's the thing. Like, right, I will not hear the argument they should have matched it. No. The actual argument you should be making is that maybe instead of offering him that joke 4-year $90 million this previous offseason, you gave him your legit offer that you gave now, and that was the mistake. Why did you even let him get to free agency? The whole point of free agency is that everyone gets overpaid. That's what free agency is there for. So why the fuck did you let him get there? And this is why if they don't re-sign Rafi by the end of this offseason, I'm going to be fuming.
So that brings me to my next point. Now that you brought up Rafi, is like, we've all agreed that whatever happens with Xander is going to affect what happens with Devers. Now that Xander is no longer a member of the Red Sox organization, what do we think is going to happen? Do we think that ownership is going to drop the money? Or do you think that Devers is as good as gone?
I think a mixed bag here. Clearly, the Red Sox look at what market value is, and they just want to reject it. That's it. Like they just fundamentally don't understand that a 6 years for 27 or 28 million is not market value for a star. So if you told me if they had to pick between the two, Rafi's the right choice 100 times out of 100 between Devers and Bogarts, it's Devers 100 out of 100 times. So in that vein, I think that this is a wake-up call because I think Chaim was all in. I think it was legitimate, but I think I think ownership, whoever it is, not just Chaim, totally misread the market. But if you follow the Red Sox for this ownership group for long enough, they always overreact then the other way. They don't sign Lester, so they sign Price, right? This happens all of the fucking time. So the truth is, would it shock me if Carlos Correa is a Red Sox? Not really. I don't think he's going to be, but like, it's kind of their MO. They don't like to pay their own guys. That's why Nomar didn't stay. Since they've come in, it's not what they do. Why? I don't fucking know. It's really dumb. But like, we pay Trevor Story, but we don't pay Mookie Betts. Got it. Like, that's dumb because we know Mookie. But like, they're gonna be okay. If Devers doesn't sign, then they're gonna fucking go nuts on the next guy. But it sucks because Devers is a Red Sox. Xander should be here. They should have ironed this out clearly a year ago for a better offer by a lot than they gave. I don't know if that's Henry. I don't know if that's Chaim. It's a collective failure of understanding the market.
I'll go.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree. In terms of like what to do with Rafi here, I've been on the record, literally pay him whatever he wants. Do not let him leave. I swear to fucking God, I will boycott this team for a year. Fucking don't. You don't get to let Mookie walk and then let Xander walk and then let Rafi walk. There is zero reason to not pay Rafael Devers. Every reason, because there were reasons not to pay Xander. His peripherals in terms of advanced statistics on his hitting, kind of shaky this year. They don't project great going forward. In terms of Rafi, he's a dude who's in his prime. His bat projects well over time. He can slide to DH later on in his career or to first base. And he's just the perfect age to pay him. He's like 25, 26. He's a guy I easily give a 10-year deal to. If he wants 12, fucking give it to him. I don't care. His bat projects. Pay him. Fucking pay him.
$14,450 or $450 million.
And the Red Sox should be fucking thanking their lucky stars every day that Austin Riley took what he did, so that this contract isn't as insane as it should be in reality. Because fucking man, because just pay him. Just fucking pay him. If you don't, I swear to God.
Brad, I'm looking at some of the richest all-time contracts ever handed out, and you look at them and you ask yourself, already, do you like it, right? A-Rod, 10 years, $275 million. Did that work out well?
So here's my thing. Was that with the Yankees or the Rangers?
That was the Rangers, right?
No, that was actually with the Yankees, that one.
Because he got 2 mega deals.
Yep. Yeah. The other one was 10 years, 252. The Yankees re-upped it and said, fuck it, we're going to pay you more as you get older, right? So the Yankees wanted to get out from under that contract. How about the next one? Anthony Rendon, 7 years, $245 million. How'd that work out? How about Steven Strasburg, 7 years, $245 million. How'd that work out? All right. How about let's go to another one that's already a piece of shit. Trevor Bauer. Yep. There you got it. Zach Greinke's deal at the end, awful. Corey Seager's deal, awful. Marcus Semien.
How do you hate Greinke's deal?
Because he was a number 5 starting pitcher at the end of his career.
I mean, okay, fair enough.
These mega deals.
But you don't pay for the end of the contract. You pay, for the front of it.
You're hoping that at least half of it you get their prime production. At least half. And then you eat the last
so right with what he said. Rafi's 25. You give him 11, 12 years. Okay. So if he's 37, 38 when this thing's done, you live with it. When you're 41, dude, I was 41 2 years ago. My bat speed was slowing the fuck down, right? You'll learn about that as you get older. There's things that slow down, Brad. You got a couple years, you'll see. You'll fucking see.
Yeah,
Xander's going to have he's 26. So here's the thing. Now the problem is Devers got him by the short and curlies, right? I'm the last remaining motherfucker. If you don't pay me, who are you going to pay? Don't tell me Ohtani. Don't even stop with that now, because ownership, management is terrified of these long-term deals. So just stop. We're not going there. Let's just move it on. Right.
So, and I just got to say, it's just an extra kick in the dick that we just saw fucking the Yankees pay Judge $1 trillion. And meanwhile, we're letting our fucking guys walk. They just gave Judge 9 years, fucking $360 million. He's making $40 million a year till he's like over the age of 40. And we can't fucking bring back like our own guys. Fucking, fuck.
Let's go.
It's so frustrating.
So I made a post earlier today. And I don't know if a lot of people actually liked it or whatever, but I don't think that the number 2 will be a jersey that's worn for the Red Sox.
I don't think it should be. Like, honestly.
And I don't think it has anything to do with Bogey either. I think it has more to do with Jerry Remy. I'm not saying that they'll retire it. I'm just saying they'll probably respect it, kind of like they did with Clemens. Like,
maybe they'll do...
It's a different situation. But you had 2 greats that wore that number, that wore that jersey, and one of them, okay, Remy, whatever he was as a ball player, right? We didn't really know him that well as a ball player. We knew him as a commentator, right?
Yep.
And then you had Bogey, who was also Remy's favorite player, also wore the number 2. I just don't see anybody else wearing that now.
Maybe they'll use the number 2 like how the Cowboys use 88. Maybe when we have another franchise shortstop that wants to wear number 2, if he's a homegrown guy, you can give him
like
number
Carlos
2.
Correa?
I want it to be a homegrown guy that wears it. I mean, I do want Correa on this team, but if he wears number 2, I feel like it's kind of blasphemy.
I'm down for it.
I think so. All right. We don't have Bogey. We're concerned on what's going on with Devers. Let's try to talk about what do we do to fix this, to rectify this. Obviously, signing Rafi is the number 1 priority, or at least it should be. But we still need a shortstop. There.
Do we?
Do not tell me that you think that we should push fucking Story over to shortstop.
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, I've done a full 180. Ready? If Heimblum's
Are you done?
in Heim I trust.
Brady's owning. Man, if
Okay,
if
go
Story's
ahead.
arm wasn't fucking Stromboli, I'd 100% agree.
I'm going to say right now, if Cora, if that's what they feel, they know more than we're going to fucking know. I'm saying that right the fuck now. They know more than we know. So if that's their go-to, it wouldn't be my first choice or my second or my third. But if that's where they want to go, I'm going to sit there and respect the shit out of it because I love Alex Cora. And my chips are all, this is Heim Bloom's team. This is it now. Devers and Sale, that's the only guys that are here. Oh, maybe Matt Barnes, but he signed Barnes an extension. This is his fingerprints completely. This is his mess or party. So now let's go. Let's go.
I would love Story at shortstop if, I could confidently say that he can lift a dumbbell, that is heavier than I can lift. If I could confidently say that, then I would say yes, Trevor Story easily shortstop. Because he's amazing.
Do you think Trevor Story could lift a donut?
No.
Yeah. A singular donut. But what about like the
singular
minis?
donut?
The minis.
Maybe. He's struggling though.
Munchkins.
Yeah, the Munchkin. He's like.
So wait. Right. Real quick, Brad. Dansby Swanson. Does he do anything for you? That's a no. That's a no.
This thing is like, I like Dansby Swanson. He's a good player.
But the problem is like, you can't go get him to replace Xander.
Well, like, it's such a risk.
Literally the only way that you can rectify this or like make this better, I honestly think that it's Correa.
It's not the only way.
Well, the thing is, though, it's like
I think Tim made something up earlier that like I don't think will ever happen, and if it does, I will fucking own it. But he's saying that we should trade for Willy Adames, and in that trade package because we also need an outfielder, which we get Christian Yelich thrown into that package.
I don't know about Yelich, but I really do think Willy Adames would be a good, trade piece to get as a shortstop, especially if you want to invest more money and turn into the pitching instead of into the infield. Because Willy Adames is a good enough bat and he plays a solid defense. He's just a solid shortstop all around. He's like in that 10 to 15 range in terms of, shortstops. You wouldn't say he's top 10, but like he's more than just a guy. Yeah, he's good.
Hogtail, you're all over it, correct, man. Right? A guy like Adames, you could still really win and build a really deep baseball team. I hate to say it. Xander Bogaerts matters more for the heart, but for the mind, he's not going to be a good shortstop for more than another year or two. Like, that's just the truth. Devers leaves, then we fucking blow it all up, right? Then everything is wrong. Like, don't ever charge me $13 for a beer at Fenway ever again. We are a poverty franchise. Oh, no. We're afraid of commitment franchise. We're like the guy who just won't put the fucking ring on the finger because we'll take a 3-year deal for sure. Don't worry about that shit. But you know what? They did commit to Trevor Story to a 6-year deal. They absolutely did. And they made a nice little 5-year signing just yesterday to a guy who's never seen an MLB pitch ever. So you know what? I hold out motherfucking hope. There are...
What's his name, Brady?
Oh, is it Yoshida?
Yeah, Matsusuki Yoshida, I believe.
Yoshida! I'm all here for that shit.
What sounds better, Yoshida or San Diego?
I'll tell you what San Diego makes me want to do is take actual Xanax and fucking overdose on it and die. That's what I want to do with that.
Man, we are...
Can I just say though, like people are reaming Bloom today because fucking that's just what people on the internet do that are Red Sox fans, just kind of a thing. But people who say he doesn't care, I mean, if you've seen the stories of like, like how he looked like after the news came out, like he looks genuinely like distraught. And like this quote afterwards, especially that Bloom put out after this happened, I expect fans will be hurt. I fully expect that. I expect that we're going to put this together and deliver them winning baseball. It's going to look a little different than it would have with Xander, but it's going to happen, and it's on us to show them. Like, this dude cares. And I do like that. Like, they've run out, this guy fucking actually gives at least a little bit of a shit. And I do believe in him, but fuck, man, they need to get to work and get to work now because a lot needs to be done.
Hogdale, can I ask you, though, do you think legitimately they made Xander an offer that they thought a 6-year deal that he, looking at like what Judge was getting, what fucking Trey Turner got, do you think they made him? I think they made an offer that to save face. I don't actually, when you hear that they finished in 3rd or 4th in terms of best offers, I think that this was the writing on the wall.
Well, I think they offered him what they thought was a fair deal, and they didn't offer him what they should have known was a fucking free agent deal. I think they probably offered him probably like 6 years, 152, like probably like a 26 million a year AAV. It's probably right around there because they're like, that's a fair deal that Xander would probably sign. What they weren't thinking was, oh, he's a free agent. He wants the free agent contract. Fucking, it needs to be nuts. It needs to look crazy.
Yeah, not something I really wanted to read here, guys. But our friends over at Beyond the Monster made a post about Masataka Yoshida. Said that ESPN's Kylie McDaniel on new Red Sox outfielder Masataka Yoshida, according to 10 sources he spoke to, they all thought the Red Sox overpaid by a hefty margin.
Shut up.
One executive went as far as to say, we thought he was worth less than half of what they paid.
Hey, remember a few years ago when Ohtani was coming into the league and there was like 20 anonymous scouts who were like, I doubt this man could even hit at the fucking AA level. And like, that was like a real quote. And also scouts said the same thing about Ichiro. Listen, I get it. You guys just hate Japanese people. I need you to shut up. I don't care about your opinion. Please leave me alone. Like, no.
And Daisuke was going to be the next, great. He was the next Pedro Martinez, right? Like the truth is we don't know, but that's the intriguing thing, right? Like the truth really is, if Yoshida comes in here and kicks the shit out of it, there's juice in a way that this fan base would fucking go nuts for this guy. There's no question about it. And if there's anything that I know about these owners, anything I know, every time that things go south, they overreact like a motherfucker, and I'm here for the overreaction. I don't know if that's Correa. That's what everybody would want, right? Because that motherfucker's really good. At True Serum, he's a lot better than Xander Bogaerts.
He's a lot better.
Do you think that Cora hit him up and was like, hey, is your buzzer still working?
Let's go. It's time. Dude, as a wise man once said, only winners cheat. Like, so fucking let's go. It's time to up the cheating. Like, stop being pussies, guys. Come on.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
All right. If you told me right now, Red Sox get Jose Iglesias to be your shortstop, and then go out and acquire name your outfielder, your sexy outfielder who can DH a little bit, big slugging motherfucking outfielder, can't you win in other ways? Does it have to just be one way, right? If you told me, let's say Justin Turner came as your DH and Jose Iglesias is your shortstop, and you get Senga and Nate, can you win that way? Your team is deep now. There's no real holes.
I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah,
I'd say that. Justin Turner, though, I mean, yeah.
Well, that Mitch Haniger, not getting Mitch Haniger right now, that hurts because I think that motherfucker's going to hit a lot of home runs next year, right? That one hurts. Like, I'm not going to lie. That one kind of fucking hurt. And I do think they were reserving money for Xander and didn't know. But if you told me we walk away with Senga, I'm starting to feel some things, right? I'm not going to lie.
In your pants or?
Yes, in my pants, in my nipples, in my pants. My palms are sweaty. Hogdale's looking.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Vomit on a sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
Like there's so many ways right now to attack it. Like, do I think that this might force ownership to go over the luxury tax threshold? Abso-fucking-lutely, I do. This is what I know about John Henry. That fans who say he's cheap, they're fucking stupid. He spends a shitload of money every year. This is determining how to spend a shitload of money, and they drew a line. That's the truth. We know most of these contracts end up fucking horrendous. I don't know. Yeah, right. But that was only a 5-year deal. That's the truth. It was only in fact, Chaim Bloom 5 years ago or whatever it was would have probably made that extension because it wasn't an 11-year contract. That is crazy. It just is.
Man, fucking all I know is that if the Red Sox don't spend as much as the Yankees do this offseason, I'm going to be fucking fuming. Because they're primed to, like, blow past luxury tax, and they're, like, eyeing Rodon, like, hungrily. Like, it seems like they're going to go get Carlos Rodon, like, on top of everything they've already done, and then also maybe even do more than that. So if the Sox aren't spending as much as the Yankees this offseason, we're failing. What are we doing?
You ain't winning with Judge. I said that shit for years. I'm saying longer. I don't give a fuck who says it, and give me whatever warp zorp bullshit stat you want to send. That guy is small as fuck when it matters. He ain't winning a ring. That's the kiss of death. He's a loser who plays a boombox when you win game 1 outside of Fenway Park and then didn't even reach first base for the rest of the motherfucking series. That's a losing motherfucker. You know who's not a loser? Carlos motherfucking Correa. That's the truth. That guy's a fucking winner. I want all that shit. I want him in Red Sox fucking, I want that blue that you hate. I want that fucking blue in Yankee Stadium, and I want them booing the shit at him, and he cranks a 3-run jack, and he grabs his crotch, and then goes like, "It's suck my dick time." That's what the fuck I want.
Yes, absolutely.
And I don't know if I'm getting that, but I know one thing. They're going to respond, and it's going to be sexy. Maybe not Correa sexy, but it's going to be fucking sexy. Dansby Swanson could make me feel things too. Ed has talked me into that.
It's just tough because, like, yeah, he's rock solid defense. Mm-hmm. He's like genuinely great defender. His offense this season, it's so much better than like every other season of his career. And like, it was in a contract year, so it just makes me nervous. And like, if you're going to spend fucking primetime big shortstop money, just go get Correa, man. Like, fuck. He's the guy. Like, he is him. He can hit in the clutch. Fucking amazing fielder. Like, he's the complete package.
Now, the Giants are the team, in my opinion. That's what stands between Carlos Correa and a Red Sox. This is a team that basically said, we're spending big fucking money. Well, you didn't get Jacob deGrom, right? Verlander didn't go there. Aaron Judge, the hometown kid, didn't go there. Now we're getting pretty far down. Xander Bogaerts is not there. It's really for them, Carlos Correa or Dansby Swanson is not that big name fish, even though he might be a great player for them, right? He might be the perfect fit, but I'm sure the Giant fans can be fucking miserable. But Correa's been signing these 2-3 year deals, high AAV kind of deals, which is perfect for the Boston Red Sox.
Give him fucking 3 years, $120 million. I don't care.
Honestly, I can see Chaim doing a deal like that. I definitely could. I don't think he's afraid to spend money.
The perfect stopgap for Marcelo Meyer. 3 years, $120 million.
I couldn't agree more.
I don't think Carlos Correa is going with another short-term contract.
If he can get it. So yeah, if he can get it, he's going to get that long-term deal, like 100%.
Yeah, but I mean, Turner just signed 11. Bogey just signed 11. I mean,
but
Carlos Correa, if he doesn't get anywhere, if he doesn't get 10.
The back issues just scare teams, which is fair because back injuries are just kind of fucking.
Yeah, but like looking ahead real quick for next offseason though, right? Next offseason, you have potentially Max Scherzer, but we know that's not true. Potentially Manny Machado. Ohtani's the big one as a free agent. Darvish is big free agent. I mean, you really drop down pretty quick. So like you're looking at it and you're looking ahead and you're saying this year there was so much competition for shortstops. If Dansby Swanson signs a 6-year deal somewhere, 8-year, whatever it is, Carlos Correa can cash in 1 year, $40 million and then be the only motherfucking game in town. As I mean, and it would work great. And who's upset if Carlos Correa signs even a 1-year deal with the Red Sox?
I mean, I'm not.
Dan Shaughnessy.
He's fucking
Wow.
upset about everything, though.
Brad, what's your favorite Xander moment?
Uh,
Do you have one that stands out?
I have to say, man, him and Story this past season, like basically trying to show off against each other, you know, like who's a better defender or whatever. I felt like that was pretty cool. But one of my favorites is just watching him playing in 2013 World Series.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
rookie.
Just a kid.
Playing out of position.
Yep.
Yep.
He was playing third base. I hated the fact that they were like, oh, Steven Drew's going to play shortstop. No, we're going to have this new kid, Xander Bogaerts. And nobody even knew how to pronounce his name. Xander. But, yeah, I'd have to say watching him in 2013.
Hogdale, you got a favorite one that stands out?
Man, that home run he hit off of Kermit, like in that wild card game, just replays in my brain over and over again. That shit lives in my head rent free. It's just the best. Like, oh man, brings me so much joy.
How about you, Brady?
Well, honestly, it's funny. You both stole the same thing. 2013, seeing him play third base was fucking amazing. Seen him last year just annihilate the fuck out of a baseball was amazing. I just always thought Xander carried himself with fucking class. You know, always did it. It's amazing. He's probably the only guy that could leave the Red Sox. I haven't seen anyone call him a dick. I haven't seen anyone call him greedy. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't get booed out of Boston, which is really fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, he took a great deal. He took a great deal, and it sucks, right? We all know they fucked up last spring. That's when they really fucked up. Now, you can't go back in time, but it's that time again right now with Devers. You're at that moment right the fuck now.
Fucking pay him.
So we move on. We wish him the best of luck. But Brad, we got some good news though. I mean, we got a fucking closer, bud.
Dude, as soon as we signed Kenley Jansen, all the shit talking started. Oh, this
evaporated.
It's just like he sucks. He blows games. Dude, every fucking closer blows a game. You know,
he had 41 saves last year.
Right, exactly. He led
41.
led the league in saves, but people still found a way to pitch because their favorite writer, Dan Shaughnessy, is super negative on everything the Red Sox do. And I was pretty excited for my boy Brady. You were all in on Kenley Jansen.
Dude, I love an ace in my bullpen. Everyone else slides down. Tanner Houck now is my 7th, 8th inning fireman. Dr. Nasty, John Schreiber. Let him fucking carve motherfuckers up left and right. Fucking Matt Barnes coming in the 7th inning now. That's how you win baseball games. You don't have to spend $100 billion on every one player. But you look at last year, Kenley Jansen had 41 saves, 48 blown saves. Okay, 7 blown saves, 48 opportunities. That's pretty fucking good. That's almost a 6-to-1 ratio. I'm sorry that he had that many opportunities. The year before, he had, looking at it real quick, he had 38 saves. He blew 5. Year before that, in a shortened season, had 11, blew 2. I mean, this guy gets it fucking done. He's not perfect, but he's here on a perfect deal. It's a 2-year fucking deal, and we have a real closer. Someone who goes, give me the fucking ball, a World Series winner, an ace in the bullpen, and now you can work out backwards from that. Your bullpen is deep. Chris Martin, thank you. I don't know about Joely Rodriguez, but I'm giving Heim the benefit of the doubt because you know what? He probably is going to be really fucking good. He probably is. But fucking Heim knew we spent money on that position like a big market fucking team. We didn't go out there and go, oh, John Schreiber, you look pretty good here. good luck for your first chance ever. We're going to spend $250 million on payroll and we're going to cross our fingers with a closer. Fuck no. Let's go out and get the best motherfucking closer available. We got him. Thank you. Because a good bullpen solves lots of fucking problems.
It is true.
The Sox lost so many one-run games last year because of a bad bullpen. So fucking many. It was insane. And yeah, now the bullpen, instead of the team's biggest weakness, genuinely looks like a massive strength going into next year. Which
so let me just list off the names that are in our bullpen now. Okay, you got Schreiber. So I'm going by.
I know what you're doing.
Ed has actually put out his 2023 bullpen trustometer, and
which I already disagree with the order, but that's fine. That's fine.
We move.
I understand. You think John Schreiber should be second,
third actually, but that's fine.
Whatever. So on Ed Hand's 2023 trustometer, we have coming in at number 9, bent neck Ryan Brazier, who I have no idea how this guy is.
How is this fucker still on the fucking team? Oh my god!
I knows. Trust in Heim.
In Heim we trust.
At number 8, we have Josh Taylor, who barely pitched last year.
If he's the number 8 guy in your bullpen, you are doing something extremely right. Oh my god!
At number 7, we have Cutter Crawford. Okay,
I like that. Yep.
At number 6, we have friend of the pod, Zach Kelly.
He looked really good last year.
Yeah, he did look really good. Coming in at number 5, everybody, we have Joely Rodriguez. Now, remember, this is Ed's trustometer for the 2023 bullpen for the Boston Red Sox. This one kind of shocked me, but at number 4, who do we have, Brady?
Did Ed go Tanner Houck here?
Tanner Houck is not in the bullpen on this one.
That's wait, our bullpen. Okay, is this Mr. Matthew?
It is Matt Barnes at number 4.
He was really good to close out the year. That's the thing.
He was.
And as long as he's not closing, that's fine. Fine.
In his walk year too. And in his walk year. I love it.
At number 3, everyone, we have Chris Martin. I say we, but this is actually Ed.
Yep.
At number 2, this one kind of shocked me. Ed has Kenley Jansen.
My boy!
At number 2. At number 1, he didn't even put his real name. He put Dr. Nasty. It's actually John Schreiber.
Ed's really high on John Schreiber. I don't really blame him. John Schreiber's sick.
So Matt Barnes is your number 4, but Ed, for whatever reason, doesn't have Tanner Houck even in it. So if enter Tanner Houck, Barnes, a former All-Star, is now your 5th best reliever.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The bullpen looks great. I mean, hats off to Heim. He rebuilt it.
So
beautifully.
Can I ask you guys, what number do you think that Masataka Yoshida is going to wear?
7.
Fucking 15.
Okay. I think he's going to go for number 3.
Hey, yo. That's my favorite number. Let's go.
And let's go over why he's going to wear number 3.
Is it Sandy Leon?
No.
Okay.
There was a post that says that Tim just shared in the group chat, everybody. Masataka Yoshida is a left-handed hitter who grew up idolizing Bryce Harper. He wore 34 at one point in his career because of Bryce, has multiple Bryce Harper jerseys, and even named his dog Harper.
That makes me feel old that like there are players in the league who are like, yeah, man, I grew up idolizing fucking Bryce Harper. Like, holy shit. I'm past my prime. I'm done. I'm finished. Oh, that's awesome, though. I love Bryce Harper.
So Reese will wear number 7.
So, are you guys comfortable with Verdugo in right field?
I'm really hating the fact that I'm going to say this. I don't think we're going to have a year with Verdugo.
The signs feel like they're going to trade him. Like, because like the vibes the team's been putting off is they're going to move him, which is just
So who's in right field?
I fucking
someone
hate
else.
that. Christian Yelich.
Could be Yelich, could be fucking Kike. You know, after they trade for Brian Reynolds, who knows?
Now, hey, Brad, I mean, I've been probably the most positive I've ever been about Heimblum right now in a time that I should be falling apart, right?
Right. Yeah. This
I'm
is
gonna
the denial stage, though.
Yeah, bargaining, I believe, is where, okay.
Bargaining
Yeah.
and denial, whatever.
So here's my bargain the other way. Ready? Heim, I know you're listening, buddy. All right. I'm going to be really good. I'm trying here. If Eric Hosmer isn't on this team, I can handle that. If he's part of the everyday lineup,
I'm going to
lose my fucking mind. Okay.
I completely forgot that he was still on
I
this
don't
team.
need the Jackie Bradley of first baseman on this team.
Trade Hosmer and package up someone else to San Diego for Tatis.
Yeah, it gets done.
Get it done.
Dude, fucking
How fucking hilarious would that? It will never happen, but how
never, but
hilarious
it's
would that
hilarious.
be?
Ed brought up the possibility of like Cassis starting in AAA, and I so violently and vitriolically hate that idea. He should be here day one. I don't care. No. He's a big leaguer now. Like fucking, it's his time.
See, but you're coming from a Cassis standpoint. I'm only speaking about Eric Hosmer, right?
Yeah.
I know a cooked bat when I see a cooked bat.
Yes.
It's a cooked bat. It's not there. He's got a good glove. Great, wonderful. Because everyone knows
why.
you need a fucking first baseman who can pick it once in a while. Like, no, he's done. He's absolutely done. He's done. I have no use for it in any way, shape, and he's one-dimensional. If Heim wants to have guys that have versatility, it's not like he's playing left field or third base. Like, what the actual fuck? I know we're not paying him any money. Got it. Great, grand, wonderful. But now, right now, we have an opportunity right now. We didn't want our hearts to be broken. I sure know Brad didn't want it. All right.
My heart is broken.
I know it is, buddy. But with fucking heartache comes opportunity for new, right? They're going to react. Heim knows this is his off season. And now we got to move. I think this was a plan all along. 6 years felt too light for him to say yes. I don't think they really made an offer that was good enough to consider, bad enough to actually say yes to. I don't think it was a serious offer because I think they had reservations that he could play shortstop for more than a year or two. And when your best rookie is a shortstop and maybe he's 2 years away, I don't think this is real. I don't think it was a consideration. They'll figure it out. Michael, is it Miguel Blay? Is it Blay or Blaze?
Yeah, I think it's Blay.
Blaze.
He might go in a trade.
I thought it was Blaze. Whatever.
It might be.
He might have to go. And you know what? Maybe you don't spend $16 million a year on Kenley Jansen to go, I guess we're rebuilding, right?
No, it's not happening.
No, you don't do that. So we need, in my opinion, a shortstop or middle infielder, and they need to throw someone in at DH, Brandon Drury, someone that can give you some pop and play
I
some
would
versatility.
love Brandon Drury, dude. Fucking love that as a signing. Because that is a versatile guy who also could DH as well, because they want to move guys around and get multiple people DH this next year from what all the signs have been pointing to.
They might have a better overall baseball team right now than they would have if they just had Xander. And the truth is, I agree with Bailey. I root for the front, not the back. I cheer for the Red Sox, but I love Xander. And I'm glad he got paid, and he's awesome. And I hope he does really well. I love Don Orsillo. I love fucking, like the whole San Diego vibe is great. And if the Red Sox can't win, I can't root against them at all. But God damn it, I know Heim's going to make things okay. I'm all fucking in. I have more faith now than I have ever had in Heim Bloom.
Now these frauds need to go inside, sign Senga. I've had enough.
That would really be a great fucking start of an overreaction right now. But if you told me what 5 years, 20 mil per, let's fucking go.
Just don't let Uncle Steve and the Mets, sniff around too much because it looks like they're trying to.
Fuck it.
Brad.
They're going to end up paying Senga $46 million a year.
Brad, you want a prediction real quick?
Sure. What's your prediction?
Within the next 48 hours, Christian Vasquez back to the Red Sox.
I can see it.
Right now, right now the leadership is 100% questioned. You need someone who's been there in the trenches. I think he's coming back. Not a big money deal. It could be a 1-year deal with a 2-year deal with an opt out. Right? Christian Vasquez is going to come back. You heard it here first. It's going to happen.
Brandon Nimmo just signed for 8 years, 162.
For with who?
He signed
The
what
Mets.
for who now?
The Mets?
The
Yep.
Met. Dude, Steve Cohen gives absolutely zero fucks. He gives no fucks. I respect it. I respect it so heavily. Money is not real. He can just do whatever the fuck he wants. He's like, luxury tax, you made a tier for me and my spending.
8 years?
Go fuck
How much?
yourself.
162 million for
That's
8 years.
insane.
They gave him a smidge over 20 million for a guy he's good. He's really good.
I love Steve Cohen, man. He's so good for baseball. I want the Mets to win just to show like throwing money at things is actually a good thing for winning. Please.
Hogdell, I think I got a Yoshida comp for you. I think he's Andrew Benintendi 2018. Good Benny.
Yeah, the bat. Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. But fucking not the fielding from what we've heard.
Well, Benny wasn't a great fielder other than that
In the
one
clutch, though.
fucking amazing catch in Houston, which was amazing.
Yeah. And anybody who says otherwise is a fucking asshole.
Agreed. Hard agree.
But man,
Hard agree.
For sure, man. It's that catch. I just saw it the other day. It was like, holy shit. Like,
I mean, in all honesty, like there are so many things that happened in that season where I'm just like, I could talk about it all the time. Like one of my favorites, I have a picture of it, is Brock Holt hitting for the fucking cycle against the fucking Yankees.
that was fun.
Then fucking Steve Pearce hitting 3 home runs against the fucking Yankees in one game.
That was cool.
And then fucking Benny, that fucking catch. Because if he doesn't catch that, we don't win.
Listen, that was an amazing fucking year, right? And we knew they were building to something. 2016 and 17, they win the AL East. You knew they were building for it. Right now, High made it clear. Hogdale, what did he say? Like, we know that you're brokenhearted, but we're gonna build a team, whatever. His ass is on the fucking line, and ownership knows.
Oh, it is. Because if there's anything that John Henry and Sam Kennedy love, it's playoff revenue, and they can't miss out on it 2 years in a row.
Fuck Sam Kennedy.
Yes.
Fuck that piece of shit. I've fucking had enough. I don't even give a shit. That guy looks like
They aren't missing out on playoff revenue 2 years in a row. It's not going to happen.
Sam Kennedy makes Larry Lucchino look cool.
Oof.
I mean, that's just.
Oof.
I'm not a Sam Kennedy guy, but Brad, I am here for the overreactions, right? I'm here for it. I don't know. Listen, Tim.
Go get Jose Iglesias, trade for Juan Soto.
Yes.
Hold up. If you said they traded for Tatis, but he was an outfielder, as I've heard that they considered him to move him off short.
I don't hate that
either. Jose Iglesias comes in as your shortstop and you bring in Tatis. Come on. I'm fucking here for that shit.
You guys don't understand the parade I will throw if we get Tatis. Like, if he ends up a Red Sox at some point. Like, I'm so high on him as a player. It's insane to me that people are selling low on him right now. He's just way too young and way too talented.
Dude, holy shit. The New York Mets payroll is at $325 million.
Zero fucks given, and they're not done. They are not done.
$100 million over luxury tax threshold.
Watch them bring back Bassett too, because
that's coming. Oh, that's coming. Yep.
Dude, they don't care. Like, Steve Cohen has infinite money. Why would he care?
Doesn't he have to pay like 90% to the dollar or some shit like that?
Yep.
Zero fucks given. He's like, let's go to 400.
Dude, Steve Cohen wipes his ass with $400 million. He really does.
I mean, did you ever see the movie? I think it's The Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
see that back in the day.
I love that.
And where it's like, say another one. You're gonna get it. You get another word. Every word. He's like that. He's like, that's another one. That's another one. That's Steve Cohen. He's like,
good.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna spend $15 million a year on a backup catcher. Fuck you, bitch. Like, he's just doing shit that it's his world. We're just living in it. They're probably not gonna win anything, and that's still cool too. Side note, Hogdale, for next season, would you rather have Justin Verlander or Jacob deGrom for just next year?
Oh my God.
Just next year.
Hold on. Are you actually fucking thinking about this?
Well, it's not it's not really in terms of quality to me. It's just like literally just on a per start basis, DeGrom doesn't pitch. It's so
right.
Because
I
DeGrom,
take
when he
Verlander
pitches,
I will take Verlander 100 times out of 100 times against fucking DeGrom.
That's my point. I think they're better now. They're older. Like,
But they have fucking like how many Cy Youngs between Scherzer and fucking Verlander? And also remember, these two pitchers, they've won World Series with different teams, and they were in the rotation for the 2013 Detroit Tigers.
yeah, David Price is
The
on that
only
rotation too.
Who?
David Price.
Price wasn't in the 13.
Oh, was he in the next one? Whatever. Fucking.
But I mean, imagine if the Mets just go out and fucking sign like Hannibal Sanchez just for shits and giggles.
Hey, Hogdale, who was the GM of that Tigers team? I'm trying to remember real quick.
I believe it was one David Dombrowski.
What a fucking talent he is for spotting fucking baseball players, huh?
By the way, this Mets offseason really does bode well for the Red Sox because it means that we're going to beat the Mets in the World Series, with that rotation anchored by Scherzer and Verlander. Like, it's what we're heading to. I just hope everyone's ready for it.
Hogdale, what if we live in a world where in some crazy
holy shit!
What? What?
David Robertson and the New York Mets are in an agreement on a 1-year, $10 million deal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Steve Cohen doesn't fucking care, dude. He doesn't. He's like, I'm going to win a fucking World Series for my hometown team. I don't care. Infinite money glitch. It's insane.
Well, before he signs this guy, Hogdale, in a universe where, what if Andrew Benintendi found his way back to the Red Sox?
Dude, I don't hate it. Again, he's not trying to, become a power hitter. As long as he's not doing that, if he just is himself, I don't hate it.
We got Yoshida, baby. We don't need that.
Yeah.
Did you see the highlight fucking reel?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
This is madness.
I'm all in on I'm all in on Yoshida. No doubt about that.
Like, what's your realistic hope for Yoshida for next year? Give me his average, homers, ribbies.
I think his triple slash would be probably along the lines of like, bat 280, get on base at a 400 clip. If he hit like 20 homers, even 15, I'll take it. It seems like he's that kind of guy. So like the ideal leadoff hitter.
Guys.
Yeah.
All right. So Kylie McDaniels posted up. Looks like the Mets payroll for CBT purposes is now at about $326 million. The tiers to the CBT are 330 or 233, 253, 273, and 293. The last one is new. It was nicknamed the Steve Cohen tier because owners wanted to slow him down.
You tried, guys. You really tried. Fucking Cohen fucking laughed at their tax. It's hilarious.
He makes the Dodgers look cheap.
He does. He makes everyone else in the fucking league look cheap.
That's amazing.
Holy shit, dude.
Dude, they're rocking out David Robertson.
He's over $50 million over no, not 50. They are over $33 million over the last threshold for the fucking.
And they still need a starting pitcher.
Yeah, they're gonna sign Rodon because fuck you.
They're gonna give him 36 a year.
Watch, dude. Fucking Steve Cohen is like a properly hinged, nicer guy version of George Steinbrenner.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna fucking outbuy all of you because suck my.
My
dick.
favorite thing. We're gonna be like a positive like Mets podcast going forward, probably.
Yes.
My favorite thing about Steve Cohen though is that all these other owners, like the only way they make their money is by like the baseball teams and whatnot. This guy literally is just like, here's play money, $336 million. Here you go, guys. I want to win. 336.
He wants to win his childhood team a fucking ring. I respect it.
But they're not done. I don't know how. Like that's the thing. I'm trying to like.
What happens when he gets? He's like, you know what? 400. Fuck it.
What happens when he's like Bassett and Rodon? We're done here. Like,
there's no way Daniel Vogelbach is going to be their DH next year. That's not happening. Like JD Martinez, yeah, right. He's like, I fully expect they're going to bring in a better DH and a starting pitcher. That's probably going to be like another $35-40 million. That's real.
GM for the Mets is the easiest job in the history of sports. It really is. Like, just like, yeah, I want that guy. Okay, go ahead, fuck it.
What if Dave Dombrowski was the Mets GM?
Oh my God, the payroll would be $800 million. Because
like that. That would be like so cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Dave walks in and goes, look, I have an idea. I was just thinking, what if we signed Xander? Yeah. He's like, I have Xander, Correa, and Swanson. We'll take them all. We'll just kind of, our infield will be the best it's ever been. He's like, well, what the fuck are we waiting for? Why you waste your time talking to me?
Because like Dave Dombrowski is already amazing at like sugar talking owners and just like opening their checkbook. So like imagine like the destructive damage that would do with Steve Cohen, a dude who's already the checkbook is already open, like it's wide open on the table. It doesn't need to be opened again.
which for the way Hogdale, the way you brought up, you said Dave's really good at sugarcoating the owners, which I think is true. That's the one concern I have right now. Is that a strength of Himes? Right? Because I'm sure he wanted to go further for Xander. I believe that the sadness is real. I just don't think that's his strength to go, you should probably go more years and more money because you don't want to lose this guy.
Do you think that 8-200 would have done it?
This offseason?
Yeah.
No, because what the Padres offered was nuts. What was it? 11 for 280, right?
Yeah.
Like that's still $80 million more and 3 more years of term.
I just don't. I think last spring training that would have got it done.
Yes, last spring training that definitely gets it done.
But they offered him 4 for 90.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd take Rodon. I mean, people are scared of injuries, but at the same time, I say grow a pair of balls. What, you live in fear of injuries? Coward.
I want Senga. I'm sorry.
I do want Senga really bad.
And if you gave me Jose Iglesias and then trade for a DH, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm very happy for this offseason. Totally.
Well, they got Edwin Diaz and David Robertson.
Yeah.
They just
Jesus
don't care, man. They
just don't care. Christ.
Yep.
And people are like, no, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Paging Taylor Rogers.
They will too.
Yep.
Man, people are like saying, like talking about the Mets like they're a normal team too. Like, wow, this is such a bad deal. Bad to whom? Steve Cohen has unlimited money. Get it through your dumb fucking brain. Money is
Remember
nothing.
when Steve Cohen was on Twitter?
That was funny.
You know what would be such a baller fucking move right now? If he announced that they just slashed prices by 50% for all tickets and concession stands because he wants full sellout at every fucking game, and Bruce Springsteen's going to do the national anthem every home game.
Yes,
every home game, everyone, because it should be an event. They're gonna have flyovers for every fucking game. That'd be great.
What do you fucking mean they're gonna have them? They already do. Do you realize how close the fucking Citi Field is to the fucking airport?
What if he buys that airspace and goes, get that shit away from my ballpark? I love him.
I swear, dude. I went to Citi Field, and great ballpark, honestly. But it was just so weird watching the fucking, like, I'm sitting over, I think it was in right field, and you just see the planes fucking flying over every like 10 minutes.
For the record, what you brought up there, Brad, if legitimately the Sox signed Carlos Rodon, that's exactly the overreaction that I'm talking about, right? That would be it. Like, they definitely weren't going to do that, and they're like, I guess we should do this shit now. And they would do more too.
Yeah, because they're going to trade for Shane Bieber afterwards.
Listen, it could.
They really could.
My biggest fear, by the way, is the fact that Ed put it out in the universe that Tanner Houck was not on the trust-o-meter. If they trade Tanner Houck, then I'm gonna lose my shit.
I don't think he's saying that. I think he is on the. I think they're seeing him as a starter. I think that's where Ed has him.
Yeah, I think they are projecting him as a starter. I also realistically think he might get dealt very soon here, just as like kind of an odd man out. Because if they're bringing Rodon or or make a trade for someone else or bring in Senga, and you already have this really good bullpen, Tanner Houck's kind of excess goods. You can use him as a dude who really has value to bring in another, really good piece of value along with some prospects to trade along to upgrade other parts of the team.
You want a hot take? Trade Nick Pivetta then.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I get that.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty.
It's not again anti-Nick Pivetta.
Word.
It's not anti-Nick Pivetta.
Why?
Tanner, that bullpen right now can be fucking ferociously good. And Tanner Houck can be what Garrett Whitlock was. That 1 1/3, 1 2/3 that shuts it down. You can win so many fucking ball games that you had no business winning. That's what needs to happen. But I don't want Tanner Houck going fucking anywhere for anyone at all. No, thank you.
That's thing is, if you use him as a piece to get Willie Adames, I'm kind of down.
Listen, who's on the Sale or Paxton? That makes a starting pitcher. But between the two of them, I consider them one. Okay,
I agree. I don't think
it's so. We were talking, and Ed said that he doesn't see Paxton as a starter. He sees him as one of the lefty relievers.
I think that's cute. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think it's Chris Paxton or James Sale, right? However you want to do it, that's one starter. Okay,
that is one.
How many innings per game do you think you get out of the both of those? 6.
I'm hoping to get total 22 starts between the two of them.
That's 11 per.
Yep. So
I'm not confident Chris Sale ever throws a pitch again with his luck, bro. Genuinely,
Then you're going to bring in somebody, Nate, Senga, someone ever, right?
Rodon.
You got Whitlock, you got Bayo, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm just being real for a second. If you have to make somewhere, Tanner Houck is going to impact. You can go Cutter Crawford as your number 5. You can.
Bro.
What?
Oh, no.
Robertson was interested in pitching for the Red Sox.
Our bullpen's already lit.
He's from Rhode Island.
Get out of here, bum. You disgust me. We ride with Chris Martin.
Which is, for the record, if he doesn't play a goddamn Coldplay song when he comes in, there's something really wrong with this world.
Yes, 100% agree. I was worried Rodon signed with the Mets or something. You were giving me a panic attack there, Brad.
Rodon.
Hey, can I just really quick do this one? Can you just give me your predictions of who is the shortstop for next year? Not who do you want, but what when all's said and done, how do you think the Red Sox actually legitimately address
I'll
this?
go first. Go first. I reluctantly think that Story's going to be their shortstop.
So who's second base?
Christian Arroyo.
Okay.
Either that or we're going to go get Brian Reynolds and he's going to play center field and then we're going to get fucking Kike playing short.
Don't hate that.
Fine. It's okay. I don't hate that. Dude, Willie Adames just seems like such a high move, especially the Rays connection. He was a Ray, fucking good bat, solid defender. He was a 4.5 WAR player last year. Willie Adames is not a bad player at all. And from what I remember, he's not making an unreasonable amount of money. To me, that's such a high move, especially with it appears that the Brewers are rebuilding.
All right, here's mine. Ready? Story is your shortstop.
Okay.
My favorite non-Red Sox player in baseball, Gene Segura, comes motherfucking home to play base for the Boston Red Sox. Christian Vasquez is back as my catcher. Let's fucking go. Brandon Drury is my motherfucking DH. And we trade for Shane Bieber.
It's time. Yes.
And Heim goes, hold my beer, bitches. Yep.
Sign Rodon and then also fucking trade for Bieber. Do both. Imagine Bieber Rodon as a 1-2. Fuck.
You don't need that.
Who?
Chris Paxton. He's great.
Chris Paxton
or James Sale?
That's a hell of a number 3.
James Sale actually sounds better than Chris Paxton.
James Christopher Sale.
No.
Pames Jackson.
Paxton Sale.
Yes.
Saxton Ale. No? Look, I'm trying to work it.
Chris James.
No. That's the worst one.
James Chris.
James Chris would be funny.
JC.
Yep, JC.
Yeah. Listen, there's
Chris.
lots of possibilities. Brad,
There's a possibility. There's what'd you say?
Are we fucked for this year, or are we gonna be okay? When the smoke clears.
The problem, we're not fucked. Xander
No
leaving doesn't fuck us.
Will we be okay when the spring training starts? Will Heim and the ownership have fixed this hole that we feel right now?
I honestly think the only way they fix this hole is if they extend Devers.
Yes.
And they have to do that before spring training. They cannot let him go to free agency.
No, not even a fucking little. Don't let it happen.
As Lou Merlone said, then you got to trade him. If you can't, then you have to. And I, goddamn, don't want to do it. But if you know you're going to get there, you got to get something for him.
No, you're right.
Yeah. There's no reason you can't lock him up, though. I mean, you pay him. You fucking pay him. Fuck. Oh my god.
It has to.
We're gonna be okay, guys. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't
One off season
know.
left.
Oh hell yeah! This is where we didn't hear shit about Jansen. Then it's like boom. We didn't hear shit about Yoshida, and then boom. Heim keeps the shit under wraps. Like
my favorite part of the Yoshida signing was literally right before it was announced, he was out there talking about how they like him and whatnot.
Yeah.
Made nothing like noteworthy of saying like, oh yeah, we're very interested or anything.
None of that.
So, well, what do you think, Brady? You think that we're gonna be all right? You think after the smoke clears, we'll be fine once spring training starts?
I think fans will be more than happy, but I don't think it's not a Carlos Correa fix. It's a pieces of the whole. And yeah, I think Devers gets extended, and you're going to look at the team and go, damn, we're pretty deep. You're going to like what you're going to see when we're done. And ownership will go over the luxury tax threshold.
They will not go over the fifth luxury.
No. But whatever, it's 240, I think it is, or 230.
Well, Steve Cohen's trying to get over the hidden sixth, like the mythical sixth tier luxury tax threshold. Like that's what he's doing.
Oh my god. Joy just posted. She said, "Sign JD and I'll buy season tickets to Stephen Cohen."
Is Tony Clark personal friends with Cohen?
Who? Tony Clark.
Tony Clark. Steve Cohen and Tony Clark must be like totally cool.
Yeah.
He's like, you're keeping the union strong, buddy. Right? Like,
yep.
I think we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Big credit to Tim. Because that trade, if Willie Adames and Yelich really solves a lot of problems quick.
Yeah, trade, and then you trade Verdugo.
No, I don't even want to do that. I want a fucking DH. Let a rotational DH. Got it? You got
now
TK.
You want a rotational DH?
Now I'm in a whole new world, my friend. I have to fucking be flexible here. I didn't want Xander to go, but now this is where I am. So I'm growing now. I got a closer.
He's unlocked his Zen. I
got a closer. I was told that Heim would never spend big on a closer because that's not what he would do. Well, I got the best one, bitches. I didn't get Brad Boxberger, right? That's the bargain. Yeah, I didn't get Brad, you washed up hand. I didn't get that.
You fucking wanted hand too.
I sure did want, because I wanted a closer, but I got one that was, I didn't allow myself to dream this hard, right? This is great. This is amazing. Oh, you got it, Tim. It's good. They're going to be good. They're going to be really fucking good. We're not going to get Carlos Correa, but god damn it, I know we all wish that he would. We're not going to get Dansby Swanson, although if we do, I'm going to be less than thrilled.
Yeah, like I don't know about that.
Good hair game, though.
Elite hair game.
Gene Segura.
Oh. If Gene Segura comes, we're okay.
If Gene Segura comes, Brady's coming.
It's true. It's true. All he does is hit the fucking ball. He doesn't strike out. He puts the ball in play. He hits.
All
we'll be on base like a motherfucker. Let's go. I can't wait.
All right. So, one last thing before we do go, and this is non-baseball related, and this is not really related to the podcast itself, but I want to say congratulations to Brady's wife. Congratulations to Jenny. She has gone through her 12 rounds of chemo. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
She's still got a little bit more to go. No longer with the chemo or anything. She's got a couple surgeries that she has to get done. And we're all pulling for you and rooting for you. And you got a good guy here, even though we give him a lot of shit. And congratulations to Jenny.
Thanks, guys.
With that being said, we no longer have an outro, and we will be working on that as well. So this has been brought to you by Belly Up Sports Media. Later.
Deuces.